All right, everybody, welcome. We're here with Diehard Racing League's Flatfoot series tonight with the Xfinity car Talladega Super Speedway. I got Wingy here with me tonight. We're going to bring you the race. Right now, these guys are in qualify. There's a little less than 6 minutes left so far. Robert Barris showing the top speed here at Wing.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that at all. He did a lot of practice before the race. I think he was here for the entire practice session.
It should be pretty good. Let me just take a look here real quick. We got a lot of guys out here tonight too, man. Going to be a pretty packed field.
Yeah, I think we got about rough guess about 26 to 27 drivers.
Take a quick look at what we got for weather. We got partly cloudy skies, 81 degrees in the air, 112 degrees on the track. Wind speed 2 miles an hour, man. 112 degrees on the track, bro.
And it's going to get warmer, man. It is only 2:30 p.m. It's going to probably go jump forward by about an hour, but that means it's going to be in the middle of the day. As hot as it's going to get. So I'll be a little paranoid. Maybe some cars that are being stuck in the pack may be overheating their engines, perhaps. But we will see.
Jumping inside with a couple different guys here, seeing what kind of qualified times they're putting down. One with 17 Jeff Wills. Got a couple new names here. I thought I saw somebody I didn't recognize before. Maybe I'm just imagining. I might have been looking at something else, maybe. Jeff Wills pulling it over. He's in 11th. Jumping with Seth Schultz right now, being shown in 5th.
Hey, either turn me down or turn you up.
You're really loud.
Yes, and you're very quiet.
Wow. That's a first.
Is it?
Yeah, that's a first. That any better? Let me know how that works.
I'll let you know when we get to it.
All right. I don't know, that new microphone you got, man. That thing is kicking around.
Yeah.
I like it.
Makes me loud. I control the room. This is my place now.
Looking at Mike Major right now in the number 2. See where he's going to be. He's in 15th at the moment. We'll see if he can get a little bit better time up here. But so far, Robert Barris hanging on to it with Adam Matz and David Camara and James Brown up there. Bet you're going to see a good race here tonight, man. All right, let me see. What do we got? About 3 minutes left. Mike Major crosses the line, and he's going to move up to 9th. So he's going to get inside the top 10.
Sounds good now.
Good, all right. Jeff Hollingsworth. What?
I don't know if you heard, but have you seen Mike Major's paint job on that car?
Yeah, I was trying to figure that out.
The bonnet. Oh man, I love that. It's so bad. It's good.
Yeah. Let me see if I get a better shot. There we
go. Just seeing that behind you the entire race.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Keep you putting your foot down on the pedal, man.
Oh yeah. Wait, is he just rolling through the pit lane at max speed? I'm sorry, today's good day.
I'm just watching Hollingsworth right now as he crosses the line. Let me see what he gets here. He's gonna go up to 9th, move Mike into 10th, so that's a pretty good one. All right, we're gonna while we got about a minute left, we're gonna jump to our national anthem, and then we'll come back with the grid and get these boys started. So sit tight. We'll be right back.
We are in the land of the free because of the brave. And so we ask by your grace that you would bring them home soon and safe. In the name of Jesus, I pray. Amen.
All right, we're back. We're just waiting for qualify to end here. So while qualify ends, let me put up a quick commercial here.
Clocks by Christopher, a proud sponsor of Diehard Racing League, located at 222 Turnpike Street, Southeaston, Massachusetts, 02375. Restoration and repair of all clocks, buying and selling antique and modern clocks. Authorized Howard Miller Clock Dealer, Howard Miller, Ridgeway, and Ethan Allen Authorized Service Center. We ship all over the country. As for shipping quotes, low overhead means low prices. We give the personal service the big stores can't. Sales 508-944-9645. Service 508-944-9273. Call now. It's clocksbychristopher.com.
Alrighty, don't forget clocksbychristopher.com and also on Facebook. Clocks by Christopher sponsors their Cup Series. It's the Clocks by Christopher Cup Series. This is the Flatfoot Series, and it's a totally different car, totally different series, but same driver, same great racing. We're going to see a good run here tonight. We're going to run through the grid real quick while these guys are getting set up. You got Robert Barrison at number 75 starting on the pole. Adam Matz is going to be starting second. Third will be David Camara. James Brown is going to start fourth. Fifth is going to Jonathan Ilardo. Seth Schultz with a sixth place qualify. Seventh will be Josue Tellez. Art Peck is going to start eighth. Ninth, Jeff Hollingsworth. 10, Mike Major.
Then we got Todd Cray in 11th next to Patrick DeSaulnier in 12th, Josh Stewart in 13th next to Ron Hollowfield in 14th, Jeff Wills in 15th and Cody Franklin 16th. Then we have Brad Spartle in 17th and Steve Yenich in 18th. Then we have Jeff Yenich in 19th, Jason Mullis 20th, Joshua Jones 21st, Matt Wagner 22nd, Aaron Corey 23rd, Caleb Thompson 24th. Then we have Mark and Rob Jenkins 25th and 26th. Then Adam Lewis in 27th, and then Kenneth Sager will be the 28th position. And I don't see him. No, he's on track. We're all good. 28 cars.
Wow, it's gonna be a good run right here. All right, don't forget you're watching Diehard Racing League's Flatfoot Series here, Talladega Super Speedway for 75 laps here tonight. Let's take a quick look at the weather starting. Still 112 degrees on the track, 81 degrees in the air. So we'll see how that changes as rubber goes down and heat comes out of these cars. But nice looking field out here, man. And
absolutely.
Looks like Robert Barris taking the inside on the start.
Yeah, Barris is running a different paint job today. He's running it for his wife's grandfather, who apparently passed away recently. He was a big Gordon fan, so Barris is running the Gordon paint job for him.
It'd be cool to see Barris get it up there in victory lane for him too, man.
I was chatting to him earlier about, these kind of races we have to work together. And him being one of the fastest guys in the league is definitely not helping him too much when it comes to these plate tracks.
Yeah, nobody wants to help him.
Work with it.
Yeah, like, dude, you win enough, go away.
Yeah, but he's fast, he's smart, and he's got a good strategy, so we'll see if he pops up at the lead again. He's starting in the lead, so best house in the entire stadium.
And he's got to keep that car clean. All these guys, man, they got to keep the car clean. It's 75 laps. I know, like, when you hear 75 laps, you think, oh, it's a quick race, but it's a big track, so 75 laps is a long race. It's a pretty decent race.
It's a monster, yeah.
So, even with 10 to go, you think, man, 10 to go is quick. 10 to go could be an eternity. So, all right, we're getting ready. Pace car is going in. Robert Barris on the inside. Adam Matz on the outside. We're going to fire this thing up here tonight, man.
Oh, yeah. So they're going to be waiting for green.
Everybody's side by side, ready to go, waiting for that flag to drop.
And there it is.
There we go.
I don't expect any moves at all for about a lap or so till everyone gets up to speed, but we might see someone try something silly. But you're not going to be gaining much. This is going to be about surviving to the end.
I just wonder if that outside line is going to be good here tonight, man. It'd be nice to see.
Speaking of, man, Adam Matz almost fell back a little bit there and actually got a shunt from the 68 while on the oval. And that's always a scary thought.
Yeah, they got to be really careful, especially pushing into the turns. You run into a lot of problems. Someone already down underneath the yellow trying to squeeze back in.
Yeah, the car pushing the 59, sorry, is currently one James Brown, who's kind of well known in the league for not lifting. So him being the pusher around the oval is a little scary.
Yeah, he's not going to lift. And we are...
But he's doing pretty well so far.
Oh,
But look at her wiggling around.
Yeah, I thought we were going to go 3 wide there up in the front.
So that middle line is doing pretty well. Definitely got the pace to try and make a pass here. Also nice to see David Camara up here in the top 5.
Yeah, we're not seeing, well, a bunch of guys dropping down to the inside line now. We still have a few guys in the outside line. If those guys can get it together, it looks like the outside line is holding on pretty good. Adam Matz is still kind of close to Robert Barris. See him drop back just a little.
2 drivers, Adam Lewis and Rob Jenkins, are actually fallen back quite a bit. They're actually losing the draft of the pack now, so they're going to be on their own for a while. A little 2-car driving.
And they might be doing what we did on Thursday night. Oh, we're going to go 3 wide up here towards the front.
Yep, Seth Schultz inside. Looks like the 68 has got sent to the outside. James Brown. Adam Matt still holding the high line here, but we may see some of these guys in the inside line now take to the middle. Got Josue Tellez, Jonathan Elado, David Camara, all of which could leave Barris stuck on the inside on his own. And we're still 3 wide further back as James Brown still falling back. He's gone full back to 16th position now.
Yeah, maybe he's electing to go back. You know, some guys like to go back for a while and kind of let it play out. So it's quite possible he could be, you know, maybe looking to try and keep his car together here for a while.
Here's the outside line again, coming back strong. Seth Schultz now pushing Adam Matz back into the front.
If that second pack, if that second pack out there in the outside line can catch these guys and they form it up, dude, they can give these inside guys a run for their money, man.
I've already seen about 3-4 cars on the outside line. I've got Art Peck and of course that screaming face of Mike Major. Oh, it looks like Adam Matz.
Yeah, Adam Matz just, he's just going to take over. He gets pushed ahead and he's going to drop down. And who is that? Oh, that's Seth Schultz with that different paint scheme. Yeah.
I was surprised with the paint job too, but it looks awesome. He's now being pushed by the 36, which I believe is Art Peck. Indeed it is. Adam Matz will get the lap led this time. Oh, he almost gets turned by Barris there. Have a bit of a wiggle. Almost turns. Barris lets off the gas when he sees it. That was like a hairbreadth from being an incident.
I was watching some of the warm-up, man, and Robert Barris did a great save. He got pushed down underneath the yellow through the turn sideways. Came right back up into the track, into the groove, and like never really skipped a beat.
Yeah, Barris, like a lot of the drivers here, has got good technique. He can definitely save it. But you're watching Seth Schultz currently still being pushed by Art Peck. Almost got to the lead there, but looks like the inside line will take that back really quickly.
Let's take a look from who do we want to jump inside with? Let's jump inside with Art Peck. On that outside line right behind Seth Schultz.
Here goes Barris. Barris is going to steal that outside line, but Seth Schultz is going to go all the way to the outside.
Yeah, they're going to be doing it.
Unfortunately, 36 is going to leave Seth Schultz on the outside, and now he's going to start getting trained. And now everyone's going to leave him behind.
Yeah, he's got no place to drop back down, too. Somebody's picking him up.
Yeah, well, Barris is now going to try and get the lead back from Adam Matz. He's going to have, once again, Art Peck pushing him. And now Seth falling to the back of this pack.
Yeah, he's dropped back in 16th right now.
Oof, and Barris and Art Peck taking different lines there. It looked like they were about to go 3 wide, but it looks like they've solved that issue out.
I'm glad to see that outside line actually doing something here tonight. Barris will get scored for it. See if he can drop down and complete it. Yeah, he's going to drop right down.
Well, David Camara, everyone's having a bit of a wiggle, actually. I was about to say I saw David Camara doing that. I just saw everyone around him start wiggling too. So that was interesting.
It's tough to see from the inside of these cars when you're behind somebody.
Oh yeah, all you can really see is the car ahead of you.
You can't, like I'm looking right now from Mike Major, and once you get up there, especially from the driver's seat with that spoiler in your way, you really can't tell where a lot of the stuff is on the track. You have to kind of use that peripheral vision.
Yep. Now Peck might actually get a lap led on this run. Major's still pushing him.
I think we're
And
going
he
to see a big high number of lead changes here, man. We're kind of three wide a little bit back here again.
Oh yeah, things are going every which way right now.
Oh, that's going to be close. Wow. I was watching the 13 of Cody Franklin.
Now we are 3 wide further up. Mike Major's left Art Pecker now. Looks like Major's going to either fall back or he's going to try and run a third line. Looks like he's going to fall back, unfortunately.
Yeah, see, I was waiting to see if anybody was going to jump up there with him.
Oh, now Art Peck's going to be pushed by Jeff Hollingsworth, so we'll have to see how he goes. He's also very, very consistent.
And look, Adam Matt's back to the outside.
He's going to get one massive shunt from Art Peck there. It wasn't a straight-on shunt, so it wasn't as much speed as he could have gotten, but definitely a good push.
Got him a good run going into one here.
And he got the lap led for it. Oof.
Just a little wiggle, yeah. That's scary, man, especially up in the front of the pack.
Yeah, you don't want to be that guy that spins out in front of the entire pack and just causes just a massive wreck.
Or do you?
And now Matt's is falling off too.
Yeah, I think he went a little bit too high and just kind of couldn't get back down in time. So he's going to fall back quite a bit.
I've seen quite a few of that so far. I don't think it's happening, but I'm curious if perhaps the engines were overheating.
You know what? That's true. Maybe we'll have to ask somebody.
Yeah, the track has gone a little bit further down. I thought it was going to go up, but it's actually cooled down a little bit. We're down to 101 Fahrenheit at the moment. And we can see the shadow from one of those clouds. Oof.
Yeah, I'm not sure. We're inside with Desaulnier, but I'm not sure if the gauges show correct. You know what I mean?
From what I've seen, I don't believe they do.
Because it'd be nice to see what the temperatures are, but honestly, I don't know if it really shows.
Neither do I. It looks like the outside line is starting to die a really quick death unless someone can revitalize it.
And that's
Art Peck and Jeff Hollingsworth still trying.
Yeah, and I was going to say, Art Peck, man, you know, he pushed a couple of guys. He pushed Adam Matz to the front, twice? And then
Cody Franklin?
Yeah, Cody Franklin going to get up there and try.
He's going to snatch back up to 21. Todd Cray actually showing up to the front.
And that's one thing, though, with the outside line, if you're that lead car, you can, as long as you don't mind dropping off of your pusher, usually they can push you in front of the leader on the inside line and you can drop down, but it's really hard to wait for that pusher to get clear, too, you know? So you got to make a choice. Do I want to jump down on the inside and take it, or do I want to stick with this guy and never really get that spot? Tough choices.
That's one thing I've seen a few times. People have worked together for a long time. They won't go down. They'll stay in the high line, knowing that the other guy will not leave them behind. So they'll stay out there, even if both their cars are clear. They'll stay on that middle line because it is technically a little bit faster. We've seen Rob Barris, I think back in the trucks. He was sitting in that middle line and just not leaving it. And he was able to hold off everybody.
And look at this is David Camara right here pushing Robert Barris.
Oh man, the Wiggles, man, giving us all scares.
Yeah, they're doing pretty good though, man. We still have a pretty big pack up here.
Well, pretty much it. I think the entire grid is pretty much still here. We've got about 22 cars within the draft cleanly.
Yeah, Adam Lewis and Rob Jenkins are kind of back quite a ways, but everybody else is up here in this pack.
Yeah, they were in the draft. They could catch back up. So this essentially the entire grid, except for maybe a few cars, are still well within draft of this.
And you know, like here, it only takes one caution for them to get right back up. And then also, don't forget, you know, you're gonna have fuel strategy. So if it stays green, they are together back there, Adam Lewis and Rob Jenkins. So as long as they don't.
Camara losing speed. The inside line's now falling apart massively.
Yeah. David Camara, he might have blown up. He's got smoke pouring out of that car. I bet you he blew it up. We're going to have to go back and look real quick. Let me see if I can find him first. And
I'm sitting in with them now.
let me go back and see if that's what happened. Watching the 72, pushing and pushing and pushing right there. Oh, look, all of a sudden it just lets go. Yeah, that thing detonated, bro.
I didn't see smoke, but yeah, if that's what's happened, oh man.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Oh, dude, that's a shame, too, because he was having a great run there, too. I think he just let it get too hot. I think that's something we're going to have to keep an eye on, man. And going to be an issue here tonight is how hard can you push?
Unless you're the guy in front, at which point you've got clean air.
Oh, poor Camara, bro. Oh. We were watching on the replay, and you can see he was just pushing, pushing, pushing. All of a sudden, pop, all the smoke coming out the bottom, man. That was it.
Yeah, for some reason I'm not seeing that, but I can see on the broadcast. Yeah, his engine's gone.
Yeah, he detonated. And I'm not sure because it's been a little bit, honestly, but some guys were saying there was an issue with not showing the temperature on the gauge right away, and then all of a sudden, when it did show, it was too late. So, I don't know if that was fixed in the last patch or update, but that's a possibility.
Could also be because where Camara was, he was in the inside line that entire time. He may have had anywhere really to go.
Meanwhile, look who's up in the lead.
Yep, 36 up, Peck.
Cody Franklin going to try and challenge on the outside here in a minute. Robert Barris got shuffled back to third. Todd Cray is up here now in that number 21.
If you guys have been moving up for sure. Cody Franklin's up from 16th into second right now. Well, here goes Barris now to the outside line. He's going to leave Art Peck behind.
Who is that? Oh, that's Tellez right there.
Barris will get the lead back on this lap.
That's Franklin.
Oh, we've seen our first casualty to overheating, I think.
Oh, Camara.
Yeah, just give me a quick second.
Yep. Peck down on the inside, you see the 75 of Robert Barris trying to get back up there and take over that number 1 spot. He's got the 13 of Cody Franklin and the 24 of Tellez down on the bottom behind Peck. We'll have to watch as these guys push these cars. Who's keeping an eye on their gauges to get that nose out of there so they can breathe. And it's unfortunate for Camara, detonated just like that. I'm guessing you probably can push for a little bit, but you're going to have to back off and get some air.
So here's the interesting thing, right? I had a quick talk with Camara to find out, right?
Right.
He said his gauges were not showing red at all. That it was a little bit warm, perhaps, yes, but it was not by any means within danger.
See,
all of a sudden, bam.
And I remember reading some posts and hearing some guys talking about that. So I guess that's something that still probably needs to be addressed.
Yeah, well, in that case, you guys might need to nurse their engines the entire way through.
Well, like if you're looking right now, you're watching Art Peck pushing Robert Barris, and then you go back to Todd Cray pushing the 13 of Cody Franklin. Like they're pretty tucked up on there. I think if I was them, if my gauges aren't really showing, I think I would start just sticking my nose out just a little bit as a precaution, you know.
You can see Cray doing that actually. He's sticking his nose out a little bit there without leaving the line. The good thing about it as well is if you do that, you won't be pushing the guy in front of you either because you'll be taking a slightly longer line. So there'll be no pushing on the oval and you'll hopefully keep your engine cool. Yep, Craig getting a bit of a breath of air there.
Yeah, because that'll really bite, man, if you end up blowing yourself up like that and thinking, you know, that's awful, man, because here he is thinking he's fine, you know, doesn't see any warnings on the gauges at all. We'll chalk that one up through technical difficulties here.
Yep. Oh, Art Peck pushing Barris, and now Art Peck getting a shunt from Josue Tellez. Gotta be careful pushing the pusher. Things can always fall apart if you do that. Nah, Peck now going to the outside and stealing the outside line away from Cody Franklin. Barris falling back hard too. Peck can actually clear Barris already.
And look at that, Franklin just, yep, I was going to say, Franklin just about clear. That's one of the first times I've seen two cars be able to do that together. Normally, it's just that lead car, yeah.
Cray always managed to get in there too. That was a really good run. Art Peck did that perfectly. Left Barris with no speed.
I'm glad that outside line is working, man, because it definitely makes it interesting instead of watching everybody just going around in one lane, you know?
The next thing I'm curious about is perhaps a third line can possibly come up at some point.
Yeah, save that for a little bit later on in the race, man. I'm sure we'll see that. Absolutely. Look at Josh Stewart.
Clouds again.
Yeah. Look at Josh Stewart all the way up here, back up in the 10th. Mark Jenkins sitting up here in 9th. You got red Budweiser car back there.
And Mark Jenkins has moved forward 15 positions.
Oh, who was that? Can't read the numbers on there. I think that's a 23, maybe on the outside line.
23 is on the inside line.
Who's the black and orange on the outside line?
97?
Is that the 97?
I don't know. I'm seeing a dark blue and orange. Is that if that's what you mean? ESPN car?
I can't even see it, dude. That's how bad it is. I got, you know what? I got my glasses on and my contacts out tonight, man. It's jacking me up. Because his numbers are the same color. Yeah, it's a 97. All right, it is Hollingsworth.
There you go. Yeah, 97 Jeff Hollingsworth.
All right. Something happened a few laps
These
back.
technical things being our eyes.
Say what?
Technical difficulties. The technical part being that our eyes are broken.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the front. Look at the front.
Look
really
at
wide now. Art Peck tried to steal the outside line and just got run down by Cody Franklin and Todd Cray.
Oh, and
They're
he's,
going to get past.
oh,
Yeah, Cray gets past Art Peck, so does Jeff Hollingsworth, and Cody Franklin will steal the lead away.
man. Look at that line. It's just like kind of all disorganized. There we go. Get it back together again now.
It's always great to watch, man. It's like a rock in the middle of a river, you know?
Yeah. So Cody Franklin back out front. Gonna get a lap lead for that one. Todd Cray now, that first car on that outside line, trying to move ahead. He's got Hollingsworth back there with him. He's got Art Peck with him. Who's that? The two of Major. And look at they're looking to go 3 wide again right here.
Peck and Major now on the outside line.
They're like, that's it. We're going, man. Let's go. And they got some more guys with them. Yeah, they got a few guys coming.
Yeah, guys further back are going to see that, go to the outside line and try and get some draft past their mates.
Wow, look at that.
Look at Mark Jenkins. Look at Mark Jenkins in the middle. He's going to have no one around him. He can just rush up forward, take a bunch of positions here. That draft is going to pull him forward.
He closes that hole. Oh, 13 Cody Franklin. Is he? Oh, all right. Yeah, I guess he had to duck it down there, man. But he is dropping. Is he still running? Let's see. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I just thought maybe maybe he had an issue with eating or something.
I was curious too. I was having a listen to it. It sounds like his car's running. It didn't sound very good.
Yeah, it sounds like he's still alive, but.
So what happened there? Just over the start-finish line, or just before it, sorry. Hostway gave him a bit of a shunt. And unfortunately, it wasn't quite square, and they're going around a corner, so Franklin almost got turned. Managed to hold on to it. Now, by the looks of it, he's going to be just within draft range, perhaps, if he can get the power down. He might still be able to get back to this pack, but he's teetering on the edge for sure. Any further back, and he will lose that draft.
Man, we've seen that outside line and third line change a bunch of times here so far.
And the inside line's getting a little thin as well. Apparently got Barris and Hollingsworth trying to break away almost. Jonathan Allard is catching back up to them, so is Mark Jenkins, who's moved forward rapidly, 20 positions.
Yeah, he's already being shown 5th right here, right now.
Yep. He's got to 24 on his outside, Josue Tellez, as well as Todd Cray, trying to make the outside line work.
So we're looking at, we got 25 laps so far, coming to 26 laps. I wonder what the fuel mileage is here tonight.
That's the one question I didn't even try to ask. Oops.
And Adam Lewis and Rob Jenkins are still together. They're back quite a ways, but they are still nose to tail.
Unfortunately, Cody Franklin has fully lost the draft. He's on his own now.
And then you got Jason Mullis all the way back to Adam Corey. Those 5 cars running together. They'll probably be picking up Franklin pretty soon. We'll see if they just blow by him or do they get something. Brad Speidel right there in 19th and at number 5. 3 wide back up front.
Yep, the fight continues. And Josue Teller's trying to get a lap led here. He might actually get it here too.
It looks like yeah, it looks like he's going to be scored the leader. Yep, he'll get it.
Ooh, that gave me a bit of a heart attack there.
And look at that, we go from 3 wide, quickly back to 2 wide. Wind this thing back up, let's try it again.
Yeah, and I kept keeping an eye on Joshua Jones. I just saw him make a move further back. He started 21st, he's now in 10th, and he's still moving forward. We've seen Jones in these plate tracks have some good runs, so I'm expecting more of him. And they've got 3 wide showing up again. Jones is now being pushed to the outside by Patrick Desaulnier. He got past him and then just got passed back. He's now going to get eaten up by a few cars. He's not going to let him in.
Yeah, he's got the 4 of Caleb Thompson right there. He can't get down. And that hole is closing fast.
Yeah, so all the positions he made, he just lost, unfortunately.
Hopefully they'll be looking for a green flag pit stop pretty soon, so they'll be able to try to do something on pit road.
Oh yeah, pure and utter chaos there.
Let me go back real quick to Cody Franklin, see if he's got picked up by these guys yet. He can see them in the mirror, and they are closing in on him. I'm just curious to see, are they going to stay with him, or are they just going to blow by him?
Oh, they're definitely going to blow by him, but whether or not he can hold on to the rear.
All right, here they go. They're going to his inside, see if he can get down there fast enough and grab onto that draft and save himself.
Oh, hello. Looks like Aaron Corey's going to push him forward.
Yeah, going to let him get in. That's pretty cool. All right, back up front. Look at that. 3 wide for second.
Oh, and Josue's holding that front line. Cray was actually pushing Josue around the corner there. Mark Jenkins trying the outside, not working though.
Yeah,
Barris has been holding on to the inside line rather well.
I was going to say, and look, if you look from Robert Barris' view, they're catching up to, who is that? Adam Lewis and Rob Jenkins over there. So these guys are going to be in or possibly going a lap down here early on.
Yeah, I was keeping an eye on that. They've been gaining on by about a second a lap.
Yeah, well, you got this whole hungry pack against 2 cars. I mean, that's not even...
not even a fair fight.
Yeah, no, that's not even close. That's like sending a dog in with no teeth. I don't know where that came from, but...
Yeah, I don't know where the analogy was going there, but hey, we'll take it. Oof, and Hollingsworth getting a bit of a shunt from Jonathan Allard just exiting the oval. That could have been worrying. Yeah, then Jonathan getting a shunt from Josh Stewart, so they're all trying to push forward. The outside line is still there, but it's definitely not as strong as it could be. We might see someone like Jonathan or perhaps even Jeff Hollingsworth just suddenly jump out and take the outside line away.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Oh, yeah,
I was going to say I'm surprised they haven't already because that's been open for quite a while. And they
look at Josh Stewart. He saw that and just had a gap with Josue and managed to sneak in there.
Yeah. And he's going to go long. He had a good run going, but moving out there is going to hurt him.
Absolutely. And there goes Jeff Hollingsworth. Can take the inside line back. Cray will now be pushing Josh Stewart.
Oh, to put those 2 together, man, that's going to be something.
Oh, yeah. Gas, gas, gas.
So we're coming to lap 32. I imagine probably within the next 10 laps, got to be starting to see some green flag pit stops.
Yeah, I think they're probably trying to cut it in half, perhaps.
I'm
It's gonna be a question of who blinks first.
I'm watching these guys in front of them, man. They are closing in on them fast.
Oh yeah.
And look at the
Like finding
22.
the man with all the seagulls.
22.
Mine.
Stewart is really he started closing in on the leaders. Like they had a really great run, and it kind of dropped for a moment, but they got it back together again because he is right there in between first and second now. Man, those guys, you know that feeling when you're looking behind you and you see the whole pack coming at you.
Oh yeah, it's like you look like watching a group of angry sharks coming towards you. And I believe I just heard Barris try and tell them to go higher, so we'll have to see if that works. The outside line again, it's just it's not quite as strong as we want it to be for sure.
Oh,
Look at Barris.
Yeah.
Leaves Hollingsworth on his own. He's going to get a really good run now with Josh Stewart behind him.
And that should slow Hollingsworth down just a pinch because he's got to wait for that car behind him to catch up and give him a little help.
Now we expect Barris to slide down again.
And Stewart with him.
Yeah. Take Stewart down with him. Now look at these lap cars sitting on the outside line. Hopefully they'll stay up there and out of the way.
So now, with these guys going a lap down, here's the funny part about it. They were working together, staying in line, right? Oh, did you see that? Who was that? Jenkins caught a piece of that.
What in the what happened there?
Somebody hit the wall.
Yeah, the 42 hit the wall and Jenkins got absolutely obliterated there.
Yeah, oh man.
So, I'm sorry. Adam Lewis was stuck with one of the Jenkins brothers getting a lap down, and now he's stuck with the other Jenkins brother. That's brutal, but so funny.
Yeah, I seen him hit the wall, and the 10 had nowhere. Is it the 10? No, the 10 had nowhere 33. To go.
It was a 33 that had nowhere to go.
33. I'm sorry, yeah, 33 had nowhere to go, man.
Oof. Now, I was thinking perhaps that since Rob Jenkins just got lapped, he might be able to help his brother get to the front. But now his brother is way behind with the guy who technically just kind of cost him a bit of his race. He's going to have some pretty bad front-end damage from that one.
Tellez went in by himself.
He didn't take it as engine, did he?
No, he's back out. He's coming back out on the track, so he went in on his own. But, you know, I was going to say right before that, you saw Adam Lewis and who was it? Rob Jenkins, they were running together, right? They both got put a lap down. Well, you know, before that, they were nose to tail. Now, once they go a lap down, guess what? Now they're fighting for a lucky dog position. So the whole dynamic changes.
Look at Josue just watching his entire train just chew past him. He will grab onto the back of that.
Yeah, I don't know why he went in alone now. Oh, somebody else is up into the wall.
Rob Jenkins.
Killing that Nesquik mobile. And Adam
up ahead, looks like
Lewis
is going to try the outside line again. Still fighting it out front. Todd Cray's been the perfect pusher there too. He keeps pushing everyone to the front. Keep leaving him behind, the poor lad.
Yeah. He's got to get his day in the sun here, man.
And well done to Art Peck too. Still sitting up here in about 5th or 6th position. He's been up on the lead. He's been pushing the leaders. He's kept his engine alive, and he's still right in the middle of this pack. Definitely got a good chance for it. There's been a lot of rapid movers towards the front too.
Yeah.
You got Josh Stewart 13th to 2nd. We've got Todd Cray 11th to 4th. We've got DeSonia 12th to 7th. Jeff Wills, a new driver to the league, 15th to 8th. Ron Holyfield 14th to 9th.
Yeah, hopefully Holyfield will have a better run here tonight.
Is that a new paint job for him too? I like it.
Let's take a quick look at him. Yeah, it looks like he's sporting something a little bit different here tonight. It's a
lovely paint job. Nice
same Pennzoil, just it kind of looks like a different scheme, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Hollingsworth once again takes the lead back too. This fight continues. Now look at Art Peck giving Cray one hell of a push. Look at that.
Yeah, he wants that spot.
That was a good run there. Hopefully he can keep that up. They're also keeping pace around the corner too, so we might see Craig get a lap led here with Art Peck's help. And yep, looks like Craig will definitely get the lead, but looks like Art Peck is... Oh,
wow.
no, they've gone 3 wide. I think that was entirely by accident. I don't quite think that was planned. I think Art Peck was expecting Craig to leave him behind. And Craig tried to get in the inside and could not get there because Hollingsworth was already in the way.
And look who's there now, the Sonia.
Yep, been slowly moving forward.
Yep. All right, Peck has to get in behind them. Got 4 guys on the outside line. Almost 5 guys now on the outside line. And it looks like Hollingsworth with a little bit better of a run in. We'll see if he's going to get to the line and officially take that spot back.
Now, I don't want to sound suspicious, but have a look at the entire grid right now. Just go back and have a look. All the cars are suddenly going single file. There's a few guys on the outside, but it's definitely single filed out right now. So I'm curious, is everyone planning their pit stops now?
Yeah, they got to be, man. Look, we're coming to lap 30, lap 40. So, I mean, pit stop's got to be coming.
Yeah, so everyone's single file and getting ready for it. Everyone's in position to try and dive in if they get the chance.
And we're more than halfway right now.
Yes, we are, yep. So we'll see when we hear the order. We'll hear someone probably say pitting in, and you'll just watch this giant peal of cars all diving in. And that is probably the most dangerous part of this race.
And look at Cray.
Cray and DeSony are taking first and second placed away, leaving Art Peck again on the outside line.
Watch these guys. Anybody ducking in? Nope. Everybody's going back around again another time.
Yep, and I'm keeping an eye on the secondary pack as well, seeing if any of them are going to do it, but I don't think they will.
And the inside line right now seems to be pretty dominant over here. Only 3 guys up in the outside. I don't think you're going to see too many takers going up in that front pack because I believe people are starting to line up for pit stops here.
Exactly, yeah. And you need the bulk cars on the highway. It can't just be 2 cars, you need like 3 or 4 cars working together.
And you don't want to be up in that
okay,
outside line.
Sorry, I just heard from Barris pitting this lap.
Okay.
So here we go. Get ready for the mass dive. If everyone makes a mistake, there's going to be a lot of destroyed cars here. Okay, it looks like 36 going and Art Peck. And yeah, almost everyone. Patrick DeSonia, Todd Cray. A lot of cars going in. Oh my god, those entrances are not the cleanest.
Wow, 3 wide.
Oh, DeSonia went through the grass there on that pit entry.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, he went just outside the second cone. Actually, he hit the second cone. He's going to get a massive speeding and pits penalty because he was still going way too fast. See Josh Stewart, Art Peck, Jonathan Alado, Seth Schultz, Mike Major, Joshua Jones, Caleb Thompson. A lot of guys went in for that pit stop.
I'm watching some of the times. See 15-1 on Jones, 15-5 on Peck, 14-7 on Cray. Sonia 28-29 and counting. Here comes the other group.
Yep, Jeff Hollingsworth now going in, and whoa, we're seeing who is that? I think that's James Brown actually taking a position there, beating the 1 into the pit lane. Actually gained 3 positions. He went from second to fifth second, sorry, technically.
And Jeff Wills going to be your leader now in that number 17. He's got the 24 right in front of him, so he's got a little bit of drafting help. Quite a ways back.
Sway hit it earlier.
Yeah, he went in by himself, which I was kind of surprised at.
Yeah, but now he's right there with the leader. When the leader goes into the pit lane, he will then be on the lead lap, but the leader's now further behind him. So that could have been a sneaky good call, perhaps. I don't think so. I don't think it's going to work out his way.
Here comes Wills.
Too fast, too fast.
Oh, and through the grass.
Yeah, just way too fast. I saw that he was going in.
Yeah, I got off him too quick, man. He backed that up real quick. Yeah, through the grass. He's definitely going to get a penalty for that one.
And the guys exiting the pits now. Looks like Todd Cray and Barris will get the lead. Hollingsworth now falling into 4th. Stewart behind them as well. And these cars just flying past. And they might just be separated enough now that we won't see one gigantic pack. We're going to see a bunch of little fights going on.
And especially without a yellow coming out. I mean, this is, you start splitting up like this.
You can see you got a 3-car pack up the front with Stewart, Barris, and Cray. Then behind them, you got a 2-car pack of Schultz and Alado. Looks like we got a 2-car pack of Brown.
21 of Cray ended up going partially through the grass. We back up and see what happened.
Pushed around the triangle there. Well, I was about to say we're gonna have a 3-car fight there, but now they've all clumped together. That slowed all the leaders down. They've got a 5-car fight.
Look at that. Barris tapped him. He went through. Good save though. And there goes Schultz now to the front.
Yeah, Alado and Schultz managed to take advantage of that and fly to the front. They were 2 cars on their own versus 3 cars, and now they're ahead of them. Now we're going to see a 5-car fight. And I think the cars further behind, Art Peck, James Brown, they're all going to start falling back now as this 5-car pack is just going to drive away.
Yeah, because they're only 2. There's a 4-car pack a little bit further back, but they're side by side.
Yeah, a few guys did not have good pit stops. I saw a few guys missing their stalls, other guys flying past them, a few guys missing the entrance. I mean, as we said, pit lane is going to be the dangerous part of this race.
Where'd he start? He started 6th, so he was pretty close already. Lardo here.
Lardo started in 5th too, so these guys started top 5 or 6.
That's pretty quick. And it looks like Art Peck, James Brown catching them. They managed to catch up to them, and they're grabbing the draft here, man. So now we're going from 5 to 7.
Oof, and Mark Jenkins is about to be lapped by these guys, unfortunately.
Yeah, that was tough, man. He wrong place, wrong time. He had nowhere to go. Yeah, look at that car. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Don't think it says Bud anymore. It looks more like an 8 than a B now.
Yelled. And then look at Adam Matz, Brad Speidel, Caleb Thompson, Joshua Jones. I think these guys might, I don't know, man.
One possible thing here, though, is Adam Matz and Speidel might get a bit of draft from Mark Jenkins, get dragged further forward. They could perhaps catch this pack. They're going to need a monster run for it, though.
Yeah, they're going to go to the outside of Jenkins here.
And you can see them, they're visibly gaining on this front leaders, too. They might have actually got it. I think they're actually in the draft now.
Yeah, they're right there.
Good work, Brad Speidel, Adam Matz, and Caleb Thompson. And Joshua Jones.
So we went from 7 to 11. And we got somebody going on the outside here. Who is that? DeSonia?
James Brown.
Oh, sorry, James Brown.
I'm kind of curious what the plan is.
Second line's going.
Todd Craig, just Josh Stewart.
Oh. Second line is going. They're forming it back up. Look, there's a lot more on the outside line than there are on the inside. That's kind of...
That's what they need.
Yeah.
That's what they need. They need to get enough numbers on that outside line that they can actually compete.
Well, look at Robert
Look
Barris.
at Barris just kind of stuck in the middle there. He doesn't know where to go. Indecision is the worst thing to have.
Looked like he was going to try and cut through the middle, and it kind of closed up on him.
Another lap car. Aaron Corey's about to get absolutely swallowed up while these guys are side by side.
He does a good job.
Yeah, the secondary pack did indeed catch him. Well done to those guys.
Yeah, and look, I mean, we got a group here again.
Absolutely.
So now they made it 40 laps on fuel, so my guess would be they're good to the end.
Absolutely. This is going to be all the way to the end.
So if we stay green, man.
Left the race, unfortunately, too.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, I'm going to double check to see why. Maybe he did something else. I think it might have been because he just had a really, really bad stop and he knew he was done.
Man, he's been on a roll, too, lately.
Yep.
Let me run through while these guys are... oh, well, wait a minute, because they're starting to get a little edgy up here.
Oh, wait a minute. Everyone's starting to get a little bit mad.
Yeah, Todd Craig got scored for that one. Schultz down on the inside. We'll see if Schultz can take it back. I was going to run through the field real quick and just see where everybody's at, but I saw these guys start putting the gloves back on. Look at Barris going to go take it 3 wide. with Art Peck. They're cutting through the middle.
Oh, and Cray's pretty much blocking there. Cray gave him nowhere to go.
Yeah, Cray tried to stop that run, man, but Barris just kept it going.
Yeah, he almost pulled it off there, but Barris still had enough speed behind him to just keep it going. This is what we need to see. Like, the inner line is losing cars. That's exactly what needs to happen. Now we've essentially got 2 wide, 2 deep, plus an extra third line trying to fight.
That's got Schultz back in the front, but Robert Barris right there on the outside. I'll tell you what, all these guys, when they're done, they better send Art Peck some food or something, man, or some beer or something for all the pushing that guy's been doing. Because he's been pushing everybody to the front and then being dropped off, you know?
I think he expects a box of chocolates from every driver.
He's being dropped off like that chick nobody wants.
But Barris now getting a pretty good run, but looks like Art Peck has decided he's done with that.
Oh, and into the wall.
No!
Oh, man.
No, the curse. The moment we mention him, he goes to the outside wall. Oh.
He probably was laughing about the box of chocolates. Oh, Art. All right, so Schultz now still sitting up front. Jonathan Alardo right behind him in that number 23. Then you got the 68 of James Brown on the inside line there. Those are the first 3 cars. First car on the outside line is Robert Barris, and Brown going to go up there with him now. 22.
Like the outside line is good to be in for a short time, but you don't want to stay up there.
It just seems like, you know, they can get somebody to the front, and then it kind of drops off. It's almost like, you know, an escalator, man. You can drop someone off there, come back around, drop someone off there, come back around.
Yeah. And see, James Brown now getting a lap led.
Yeah, so he's going to jump in front of Schultz.
Had a quick peek at the temperature as well. It is still dropping. We're down to 99 Fahrenheit.
Yeah, 99 degrees in the air, man. So that went down quite a bit.
Oh, yeah. It's dropped by about 10 to 15 degrees.
Oh, man, we're getting squirrely here.
Yeah, and look up ahead. You can see another pack of cars up ahead of these guys. We've got a pack of 2 by the looks of it, and then a pack of 3.
Looking front and looking back. A lot of rubber on the front of these cars, man, too.
Art Peck, after that little incident, he's still in this front pack, and he's still in a pretty good position. I don't think the damage is that bad at all. We might see him once again being the guy pushing everyone forward.
Yeah, if he can keep the air off that fender, he might be all right.
Yeah, we're now going to an even number of cars inside and outside.
Yeah, I was just trying to count them real quick and see what we got here.
We have 11 drivers, 6 of which are on the inside, 5 on the outside.
Let me see, right now we got Rob Jenkins in that number 10 running 25th. Mark Jenkins running 24th by himself, heavily damaged. Aaron Corey in that 44s and 23rd. Jason Mullis in that 35. He's with this group. He's in 22nd. Jeff Hollingsworth 21st. Mike Major 20th. Cody Franklin 19th. And it jumps up to this pack here with Steve Yenish in at number 27. Then you got Matt Wagner in the 20. Jeff Yenish in the 15th. And Jeff Wills in 15th in that number 17. Then Kenneth Sagert in this 3-car bunch with Jose Tellez and Ron Hollyfield. We go back up to Speidel, who is on the back end of this pack with, who is that with him there? Joshua Jones?
Yep.
Yeah,
We see
Joshua
Sessions making a
Jones.
move on James Brown, trying to take the lead back. And then he'll leave Barris again on the outside line. Or not, no, he changed his mind.
Back
apparently.
up. Maybe he didn't think he was quite clear. Or maybe he hesitated.
Trying to breed some goodwill. Don't worry, I won't leave you behind, I promise.
Yeah. Just get me to the line. And
Oh,
there
never
he
mind.
goes. He's going to drop down. It's going to put Seth Schultz back in the front. That's going to put Robert Barris as your lead car on the outside line. And he's got, who's that, the 22 of Stewart behind him.
Yep, and then the 21 of Cray.
Yeah, so he definitely got 3 good pushers up on the outside line there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and here goes
Now
Barris.
is clear set.
Barris will drop down.
And then look at Stewart and Cray. It's like the outside line just constantly depositing new drivers. Constantly changing it around.
And look at Art Peck. Still right there with these guys, so that's good.
Oh, the damage he's got shouldn't really affect his top speed at all.
And the drag race down, and look at that pack in front of them too, man. The pack in front is single file. These guys are double file, and they are catching them.
The power of a big baller draft.
Let's see, Robert Barris going to get to the line. Barris holding on to it. That was really close. I believe he's going to give it. Yeah, Barris is going to get that lap again. Stewart's trying, though.
It's such as the nature of plate track racing that I'm looking at that stat pack ahead of these guys who are about to get caught. And there's a lot of fast guys here. Jason Mullis, Jeff Hollingsworth, Mike Major, all these, and even Cody Franklin and Rob Jenkins. They've all got really good pace normally. But just plate tracks, man. You just get a bit of bad luck and you're done.
Yeah, I mean, there's really not much they can do. Let's look back from 25th place Rob Jenkins, so then you can see them just coming out of the turn back there. So they're really not too far off. Meanwhile, Robert Barris still holding on to the lead here. We're coming to lap 57 of 75.
Yeah, about 15 to 20 laps to go. Sorry, 18 laps to go. Now, Alex Long doesn't have the numbers anymore. Once again, it's just there's not enough people on the high line to make it work.
Stewart's trying so hard, though, man. You can see it.
The worst part is the moment he gets a run, someone like Seth will pop out in front, take the position, and leave him there. That's what's been happening. The outside line will finally get some motion moving. And then a guy will see that, nab that speed, take it, and then leave him behind.
Yep. Kind of play leapfrog just a little bit.
Exactly.
So we got, how many guys we got on the lead lap? So we got 22 still on the lead lap. 25 still running. First car.
But unfortunately, 5 or 6 of them soon will be eaten up and they'll be down the lap as well.
Yeah. Oh, who is that? James Brown looked like he almost had a little incident there.
The funny thing is, I was actually talking to the guys earlier today and asking how many cautions I think would happen today. I answers it ranging from 1 to 3.
Really?
So far, it's been a big fat 0.
Yeah, that's really good. And I mean, look at 18 laps, 17 laps to go soon.
You know, things will get a bit more aggressive, and I think the guys just ahead of this pack are hoping for a caution to try and get themselves on, back into the pack.
And look, here's the pack that's about to be eaten up. And here's the leader pack. So, not too far behind.
Yeah, they can just hear behind them. Mine.
That was a good movie, by the way.
Oh, hell yeah. the Aussie turtle, mate. Best thing ever.
Yeah. Let's see. Where's the number 10? I'm just looking at it. He just ran a 51.8, and these guys up here are running a 49 and a 50.0. So, yeah. And look at them. They're just going to go right on by. Oh! Man, the 10 of Jenkins back up into the wall. Major sparks flying off that car.
Well, that's one pack down. That was actually both the Jenkins brothers there, because they were driving together.
And look at Robert Barris.
Back here. I thought I saw a bit of weird 3-wide action going on, but looks like I was mistaken. Because that was just a really weird angle. It almost looked like they were going to go 3-wide on the inside.
Yeah, I noticed that once in a while. You get a funky camera angle. It'll look a whole lot different than what it is.
Yeah, I was about to start panicking.
And look at
Harlan has a few more drivers now. We're seeing 4 cars together. 5th one now getting a bit of a push out of Matt's. He's going to form up really well and just stay together and give it a real good run for it. Got to get Caleb Thompson up to Todd Cray.
oh, somebody just disappeared.
Uh-oh.
Somebody behind the 76 popped out for a minute. I think that's Adam Matz. Oh, there he goes. He's back.
You know, I think those 4 cars on their own might actually manage to stay ahead of the leaders, perhaps. If they stay nose to tail with the pace they've got, they may actually stay ahead.
Especially if these guys keep fighting it out. Look at Stewart, man. He's still trying.
Yeah, he's just going to get a good enough run from Cray, as well as Caleb Thompson behind him. This is going to really put the boot in it and start moving.
We're becoming to 14 laps to go. Still quite a bit of racing left here. And these guys have been 2 by 2 up here in the front for quite a bunch of laps here. Stewart's showing the lead. See if he can cross the line and make it official. Nope. Barris is
rely on Cray to give him a good punch in the front line. On the front stretch, sorry. Look at the run Seth just gave Barris. Man, just completely neutralized Stewart's run.
Listen to him winding up too, man. That outside line just doesn't have what it had earlier.
Yeah. Unfortunately, earlier everyone else was just, they weren't running the line, they were using the line. Whenever you got a run going, they would take the position and steal it.
So we only had 13 lead changes. I'm sorry, 28 lead changes so far. 13 laps
That's
remaining.
A sudden change.
Yeah, I was going to say, man, I thought there was a lot more than that.
Yeah, I was about to be abjectly confused by that one, but yeah, 28 lead changes.
Leave it to me, bro. I got my glasses on tonight. I went swimming before, and I took my contacts out because I didn't want to lose them in the pool.
Not pleasant. No, hello, look at the pack up ahead now. They're now 3 wide as these guys all sort themselves out. That 4-car pack caught the other pack. Maybe perhaps they're trying to form up together.
Yeah,
Make
look at
one
them
big line.
trying to. Oh, somebody up in the wall.
Yeah, the 20 there. It looks like no, they're not going to do it fast enough. The 4-car pack's going to get away.
We got 4 there, 4 here, and then the hungry pack.
It's interesting to watch too. You see the secondary 4-pack, Wagner, Janich, and Wills. They're doing all right, but you can see the guys ahead of them just how clean and perfect they're running it. They're nose to tail, not too far, not too close, just perfect run together. A little bit of wiggle here and there. Everyone's getting a little bit of air when they need it, but they are running in a perfect line the whole way through. That is a textbook of how to do it.
We'll have to see if these guys can catch them.
You have Stewart on the front stretch now, trying to get that run to get the lap led again. And he will indeed get it. This might be his best chance to make a pass on Barris now. He's got to take the inside line now if he wants it. We can't get crazy.
I don't know if he wants to
doesn't
leave.
do it.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to leave Cray, or unless he just didn't think he had that spot open up. I mean, still 11 laps to go. It's still a long time. If he gets down there, he can lose that and lose a couple spots. So he's probably doing the right thing just by sticking out there and waiting for it to get a little bit closer towards the end.
Yep. The track is still slowly getting colder. We've dropped another 3-4 degrees.
There should be a lot more grip, and maybe it'll help these guys be able just to push a little bit harder.
Oh yeah, the tire's going to get cooked obviously, but the fuel tanks are getting empty too, so these are going to get real light. It's going to get crazy for sure. I can't wait for this last few laps. We've got 9 laps to go. Well, that pack ahead actually has actually come together now. The other pack's caught back up and they're all together. Everyone's just getting themselves sorted in line. So you've now got what will end up being about an 8-car line. Trying to stay ahead.
And look at them up there too.
Yeah, they've actually managed to hold off the leaders in pace. In fact, some of them are actually going faster.
You got 2 of them on the outside. Somebody going down into the pits. I believe that is Steve Yenish dropping down into the pits. And who's the last car on that group there? Is that Jeff Wills? Yeah. Jeff Wills in the 17. But back up here towards the front. Robert Barrett still commanding this race.
Here's a chance here for Seth to steal the outside line and get a run on Barris, but even now he's just sitting there. He's not leaving.
Because
Seth could do what everyone's doing earlier. You know, you could take the outside line, get your run, then leave the guy behind. But
yeah.
He's waiting. Everyone's waiting now. In the last few laps, they're going to wait till like 3 to go, perhaps. Then you're going to see everyone just make their move.
Yeah, I was going to say, because you're looking at 9 laps to go. I mean, that's still a lot of track. If it was a short track, 9 laps to go, yeah, make your move. But here, 9 laps to go, man, that could be a whole entire race almost. You know, you can.
That's almost 10 minutes.
Yeah, you can lose so much. One bad move right here can throw everything away that you've been working for. Like you said, I would just wait till like 3 to go, even 2 to go, and go for it, man. At least.
So do you think we'll have a caution?
Honestly, the way it looks, I don't think so. I think we're gonna go caution free tonight, man.
I'm going to wait to see what happens on these last few laps, because I think everyone is going to lose their collective minds and try and go for that win. I mean, it's like track racing. If you have to make the move, you just, even if it sounds silly, even if it's stupid, even if you're going to turn the guy, you don't care. It's the only way to get past.
Yeah.
The win is
you
right
could be right.
there.
We'll have to watch, man, because we're coming to 7 now. So guys are starting to, they're definitely aware of the countdown.
Oh yeah, countdown to the firestorm, baby. Let's go.
Stewart got that one.
Oh yeah, him and Cray are doing really well. They might be able to get the lead for Stewart on the win if they stay like this, but I don't think they're gonna stay like this at all. It's gonna shake up real quick.
And it could just be testing it too, you know. Look up ahead of them. There's a couple guys on the outside and a bunch of them still on the inside. So I don't know if that's going to be a factor or not.
I don't believe those guys will get caught. For the looks of it, their pace is about the same, if not a bit faster, so they will not get caught up by these leaders. Unless they get caught in the very last lap.
And look at Art Peck still managing to hold on pretty good here.
Well, that outside line just suddenly got a lot faster. Cale Thompson got a good run for Cray. Cray's going to have a good run for Stewart.
And I think Stewart's going to take that one at the line. Yep. Going to give that one to Stewart. That'll be 4 laps left for Stewart. Robert Barris with 34 laps.
They'll be a little bit more consistent on it. If you can keep Thompson right behind Cray and start really pushing Stewart forward, they can get up in front, take 1, 2, 3.
Everybody got a little bit funky there on that last turn. Inside line and outside line.
I love watching the domino effect though. I saw James Brown push Seth, who then pushed Barris.
Yeah.
It's just awesome. Everyone's trying to get any momentum possible.
It's like you got to check some of these floorboards when they're done. There'll be a big dent there on the right foot. Pushing hard like a brick, man. Let's go. The floorboard's too short. We need to cut it out, man, so we can step the pedal down a little bit more.
At the end, you got to pry the accelerator pedal off the ground with a Billy crowbar.
I'm telling you.
Welded to the floor at this point.
Oh, man. I'll tell you what, though. I was expecting to see a couple cautions, man. These guys did a great job here so far, man. With 5 to go. We've had some crazy racing going on, too.
Exactly. They've been consistent, fast, crazy, and yet just keeping it completely clean the entire way through.
I just feel bad for Camara, man. I can't believe he was having such a great run, and to have it not even give you a warning and just blow up like that, man, that just kind of bites.
Yeah. Unfortunately for him, if he had lasted a few more laps, it probably would have been fine because the temperature is slowly dropping more and more.
And look, we're a little bit 3 wide back here now.
Yeah, everyone's seen to make their moves. You've now got 3 to 4 laps to go.
4 to go, so it's like, okay, guys, do we go now or not?
Doesn't make the move, and Thompson went to the outside line with Joshua Jones. That's left Brad Speidel and Jonathan Elada to make their moves too. So everyone's suddenly starting to do it. Elada's pushing Cray heavily. Look at that. He is not letting go of him.
And look at Thompson up there, man. They're trying to get that third lane moving.
Yeah, he doesn't have the help though. Jones is not close enough for this. And Jones is going to leave him behind.
Yeah, Jones dropped back down in. Nope, he's going to go. Well, he's trying. He doesn't know which way he's going. He's letting him in. Yeah.
And look at Alado now. Definitely giving Cray a good run here.
Stewart's going to get that one. 3 to go.
Oof, and the pack ahead of them is now 3 wide.
Oh, no. Are they really?
Yeah, they're 3 wide.
Wow.
It's chaos up there. But a lot of people wiggling around, like almost like they're trying to cause a caution. I don't think they are, but it's absolutely madness up there.
We're back 2 wide again back here in this lead pack.
Oh, but there's no room anymore. Like, no, so there's like everyone's closed up. There's no room given at all.
Will be 2 to go this time by. Hang on tight. This is it. This is all or nothing right here.
Yeah, Stewart wants things to stay exactly as they are. Cray might just leave Stewart behind and go for 3rd. And Barris might try and throw a sneaky block in the last lap perhaps too. We've seen him do that before.
Looks like we're back down to 2 lines.
Yeah, it's going to need about 2 or 3 cars working together to make the outside line work for a good run. So we may see some people suddenly do it together, but I don't expect it.
And we just saw a couple more cars go to that outside line too.
Well, look at Stewart. Stewart, he's cleared Barris again and almost got turned by Cray there. Look at that, they're getting way too close. Alado almost pushing Cray, then almost pushing Stewart. They were like nose to tail around the corner. And here we go, boys. Final lap. If anything left in the tank, if you've got your move to make, it is now time to do it.
Oh, white flag is out, man. This is it. This is it. This is it. Oh, this is so close. Look at this.
And who's going to dive out? Who's going to try and make the move? You're seeing these front 4 cars have actually got a bit of a gap together. Just running way too close. Currently, Stewart's got a bit of a lead, but he's going to lose a little bit through the corner.
I don't know. I thought Cray was gone. He was going to stay back there and try to keep Stewart in line.
Yeah, and Jonathan Alado is going to try and give Cray a push and give Stewart a push, and they're going to try as much as they can. They're already pushing him on the front before they left the corner.
Oh, look at.
Closing up. Oh, they're 3 wide. But no, Stewart hasn't got to get.
Oh, there's a wreck. Oh, it's a big wreck too. Oh man.
Barris will get the win.
We got to go back and look at that real quick.
Yeah, I think Alado just got sent to the Twilight Zone.
Come on, where'd he go? Oh, I lost it. Hang on. Wow. Yeah, look at Alardo. Oh, man. Hard hits to the inside wall.
It almost looks like James Brown just sent him. Tried to get the position away.
Robert Barris.
He did not get it.
Yeah, look at Robert Barris, man, coming out of here. 37 laps led. Gonna take it.
That is a good day for it too.
Yeah, take it from pole to checkers.
And remember, he's running that paint job, the Gordon paint job, for his wife's grandfather who died. So I think he did really well for them.
Look at Robert Barris there, and that number 75. Good win for him, man. 37 laps led. Definitely had a great run here tonight. Wait for him to do some burnouts here. Oh, he's got to have some fuel in that car. Come on, light him up, brother.
He's kind of just telling the other guys about why he's running the paint job.
All right, that's a great run for him, man. Let's stop it here. We will go to third place. Let's see, who's our third place driver? Oh, Seth Schultz. Let's see if I can get a better camera here. Can't get a good camera on him. Let's grab Seth. Where are we? Boy, man, I'm terrible with glasses, you know. Hey, Seth Schultz, that's our booth. You got a copy?
Oh, I sure do.
Hey, dude, congratulations, man. Third place from a 6th place start. You got 7 laps led, man. Great race out there tonight. Unfortunate for Camara, seeing him have some troubles there, overheating and blowing up, man. But, dude, great race out there tonight, man. Talk to us, brother.
Yeah, it was, like Camaro was a prime example of why the field was, bottling up there in the front and all through the pack was because you had to watch your temps. I mean, you'd be behind them for a couple laps and then your water started flashing, and if your oil started flashing, you had about a half lap and you were going to blow up.
I know there was an issue a while back where guys said the gauges weren't working. Were they working tonight?
Well, I checked them in practice, and when the water started flashing till the time the 2 started flashing and you blew up, it was a lap and a half exactly.
Wow. Well, listen, dude, you got to be happy, man. 75 laps. There was some great racing going on here. Not a caution, man. That's insane.
Yeah, it was great. No, but I had to mute driver in the sim that was talking. But yeah, the reason I stayed behind Robert was his wife's grandfather passed away, so I told Robert with 5 to go that since he was still in the race, I didn't tell him that, but since he was still there, I thought about it, and I told him in the sim that I was going to push him hopefully to the win, and it worked out.
Yeah, we weren't sure because there was an opportunity for you, I think, with like 4 to go or so, or 3 to go, to jump up in that outside line and possibly make a move on it, and you didn't. So we were kind of wondering about that also. But yeah, man, I'll tell you what, dude, what a race, man. Track started out really hot. I think it was 112 degrees on the track when we first started out, and I think now it was down to like 92 or so, man. So could you feel that in the car when the track started cooling off?
Yeah, because in practice, when we were running these packs like this for practice, you could tell the car was getting looser the longer you ran it, and they were a little more unstable in practice. And then the race got here, they felt a little bit the same at the beginning, and then midway through, you could really tell the difference. And then that last run, it felt great.
All right, so now let me ask you this question. Going between the Cup Series and the Flatfoot Series, how does that affect you? Does it really affect you, or is it kind of nice, give you a little breakup because you're getting 2 different cars?
It's pretty much just gives you a takes a break from the Cup Series, so you can just have a fun race, so to speak. Yeah. You don't have to bust your butt all week practicing. It's plate, so hold the foot feed down and hold it to the left and pray you miss a big one. And tonight I think we only had a couple incidents where, like, when Camaro blew up, that could have been disastrous, but luckily enough we made it through that. And then I think Franklin got a piece of the apron and got all sideways, and he was able to save it, and there was somebody else that saved it. So hats off to those guys for doing the right thing and being lucky enough to save the car and keep it out of harm's way.
All right, well, listen, next race is going to be, I believe, Bristol in the Clocks by Christopher Cup Series. Am I right?
Yeah, we did Bristol last week.
Oh.
I think I don't even remember. I was going to look.
I got the banner made for it, too, and I forgot, man. I don't know why I got
Kentucky.
Yeah, you're right. It is Kentucky. I don't know why I got Bristol on my mind, man. I think because I was telling Wingy before it was Bristol. But yeah, man, kind of a good track to go to. So hopefully tonight's run will give you a little bit of momentum moving forward. And we see another great race, man. You guys always put on great races, dude. Tonight was no exception.
Yeah, it's been a little while since we've went caution free in a race. I mean, but the way the A car is, and then tonight, I don't know. Everybody just held their line and did a good job, and that's all we could ask. And what really, I think, separated a little bit was when we pitted, because I was gonna come back out with Mike, and then I lost him somewhere on pit road, and we never did get hooked back up, so I hated that for him.
Yeah, we've seen some hot laps going into pit road, man. But definitely a great run, buddy. All right, listen, 6th place start, 7 laps led, finishing 3rd here tonight. That's a good run for you, dude, and we'll look for you at Kentucky.
10-4. Thanks for broadcasting. Got to thank Clocks by, got to thank Clocks by Christopher for sponsoring the league, basically for all the series. Got Clocks at the end for all 3 champions. Thank Apex Button Boxes for them customizing the boxes for me the way I wanted them, so we can give them out throughout the season. And thanks to all the league members that show up week in and week out and put on a good race, especially like they did tonight.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, you make me want to come race and try and grab a clock, bro.
Well, come on in.
All right, dude, go celebrate. Thanks for talking with us, and we'll see you at Kentucky.
All right, sounds good, man.
All right, that was 3rd place. That's Schultz. Let's go find 2nd place. Who was 2nd place? Josh Stewart.
Josh Stewart, I got him for you.
All righty.
Hey, Josh Stewart, SR Booth, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Mate, that's going to be a good race for Talladega. Oof. It started really, really hot. Did you notice that at all? Because we saw one cars blow their engine. Did you have that as well?
Yeah, had to really watch what you was doing and just breathe it every once in a while. Try not to get sucked up to the back of the other cars too much. If you just pay attention to what you was doing, you didn't really have a problem. I'm not sure who blew up there on that bottom line. I don't know, it wasn't very long into the race, but seemed like it was pretty quick to nuke an engine. But yeah, if you just watch what you was doing, pay attention, you didn't really have any trouble with it.
Well, the temperature dropped pretty dramatically from the start of the race. Near the end, we were about 20 degrees lower. Did you notice that at all, or was it still about the same?
Felt the same to me. Actually, in practice, I was a little nervous coming into pit road, and it seemed like we got a little bit more grip when we actually did pit under green flag conditions. So I didn't really notice, but I guess that's what it was.
Well, fair enough, mate. Well, hey, you ran the outside line for a majority of the race. Was that a preference, or was that really where you had to be?
Yeah, I had a chance to drop down in front of Robert there with about 5 laps or I don't know so to go, and I was just kept practicing getting a run on him. A big thanks to Todd for pushing me, but I kept getting a run. I'd lose him down the back stretch, and then Todd would bump me through 3 and 4, and I just carried all that momentum all the way through the tri-oval into the start. I was hoping that we could do that at the end, but they really got hooked up on the inside line. Didn't really work out for us. I think Todd said he might have misjudged a little bit on the bump there, so it's all good. We pretty happy with the 2nd place finish here. Don't really finish very well here, so pretty excited.
That was a great finish for sure, man.
What about going to Kentucky next week in the Cup Series? You're going to be around for that race?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it should be good, man. I'll tell you what, 75 laps here tonight, 0 cautions, some hard racing, dude, man. That was just extraordinary. Great run, man. We were watching you on the outside, seeing if you were going to be able to do anything, man. And you guys kept it good, got across the line, and 2nd place, man.
Yeah, I'm really happy with the finish there. I don't really care for super speedways all that much, so 2nd place, pretty good with that.
Alrighty, bud. You did bloody great today. Congrats on 2nd place. Anyone like to give a shout out to before we let you escape here?
Yeah, Diehard Racing League, Apex Button Box, and Clocks by Christopher for sponsoring the race. I actually won one of the Apex Button Boxes that Seth gives away, so it's really cool. Hope everybody checks them out.
Jealous. I want one of those, mate. Well, hey, go celebrate, brother.
Appreciate it.
All right, congratulations, man. All right, let's go to our winner. Excuse me, Mr. Robert Barris. Where's he at?
I got him for you.
All right, thanks, bud.
There you go.
All right, Robert Barris, that's our booth. You got a copy.
I got you.
Hey, man, first of all, sorry to hear about the death in the family, man. We understand that's what you were running the paint scheme for here tonight.
Yeah, my wife's grandfather, I think I mentioned a couple of months ago, he had a heck of a fight on his hands, and that fight came to an end on Friday, late Thursday night, Friday morning. So Jeff Gordon he was a really big fan of Jeff Gordon, and so I wanted to do something. I'm not a very wise person or motivational person. I'm not going to wow people with words or anything like that, but I wanted to do something, and I don't expect that they might not even be watching, but a little small thing that I know how to do. And so I was fortunate I found this old school Rainbow Warriors paint scheme for the B car, and so went ahead and loaded that up and ran that tonight. And I think it was good for a little bit of extra speed, getting on the pole, leading all those laps, and being able to get the win. It definitely helped having Seth push those last 20 or so laps. That was really the difference, is just the timing and the lines of, who could push the best for the longest, because it was really easy to get the cars to overheat. So you had to do a really good job to manage the temps, and I tried to do what I could to help him do that, and it turns out that it was enough.
Yeah, we were talking in the beginning of the race when you got the pole, me and Wingy, we were saying it'd be cool if you got to bring it up the victory lane. We saw a little bit of shuffling going on during the race, a couple positions here and there. We've seen a lot of leapfrog from the outside line to the lead, and then, back and forth. So we weren't really sure, man, but going green all this time, seeing everybody kind of split up and then kind of group back together, man, dude, it was just crazy. But it's really good to see you up here in victory lane, man. 37 laps led from the pole, man. So definitely made a statement here tonight.
Yeah, like I said, I think the paint scheme had a lot to do with it. I'm normally really good at the plate tracks, just for whatever reason, just my skill set lends itself to good performances there, and I think the paint scheme put it over the edge. I think a lot of us during practice were kind of expecting a lot of cautions. A lot of cars looked like they went through Martinsville, but we went the whole race, no cautions. I think the package raced a lot better than what we thought it might in practice. So really, it came down to the pit stops being good on and off pit road, which we nailed that. And then it was, from what was left, just managing the lines and trying to get aligned with the right pusher. So we were able to do that.
Yeah, you guys put on a great show here tonight, man. 75 laps, no cautions. You need to get Seth a nice big old fat cigar, man, and thank him for the push, because he was locked and loaded, dedicated, man, into pushing you. We've seen Josh Stewart trying to put some pressure on the outside. We weren't really sure if that outside line was actually going to get something going that far. I think there was one point where it was like maybe 7 or 8 laps to go. I think he could have got a move or maybe got down in front of you, but like at that time at this track, that's just too soon to really be making a move. You can, put yourself right out of it. So I think he opted to stay in that outside line, but it was really good, man, watching you guys fight it out down to the end and actually finish this thing under green, man. 37 laps led here tonight, man. That's really good. Next week is Kentucky back in the Cup car. Are you planning on being here for that race?
Yeah, I'll be here for that. I'm looking forward to getting back to the A car and the mile and a half. I'm not a particularly big fan of the Kentucky Motor Speedway in person, but on iRacing to run it, I think it's going to be a blast. We're going to enjoy. I think we're going to kind of enjoy tonight a little bit before we start worrying about that, though.
Yeah.
Seth and I were talking. he could not remember us working together. Him pushing me to a win before the play track, and I couldn't either. So it was kind of a special night all around. I think 50th win in the league for me as well. So
Wow.
we kind of got all kinds of different things going on to cap it off.
Yeah, that's man, that's an impressive number right there. 50 wins in the league, dude. That's crazy. I know they're doing clocks at the end for the championship, man. It'd be nice to get your hands on one of them.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to seeing how that plays out. I think somebody's got a really nice piece from Clocks by Christopher. Hopefully that's going to be me. Again, another strong points night. I think it's, well, this is a different series, so I guess not. But this series does have its own point standing, so second good week for that one. So we're just going to keep running through and see if we can stack up enough good points days to get ourselves in a really comfortable position.
Awesome. All right, man. Well, listen, before we let you go, we'll let you get a shout out, but we do want to send our thoughts and prayers, man, to your wife's family and you guys. Sorry to hear, I remember you talking about him a while back, and it's not always the best, but you did a good tribute here tonight, man. You got this thing up in victory lane for him, man. So congratulations on that, and go ahead and get your shout outs, bud.
Yeah, first and foremost, my family, my wife. She's actually on a plane right now flying back for the funeral tomorrow. She was out of town with a friend. Talked about Christopher again coming on board, as you talked about, with the trophies and helping us pay some of the server costs to run this. SR Broadcasting, you guys do a great job showing exactly all the action that's going on, and all the drivers should come out and run with this week in, week out. I think tonight again we go, caution free. I think it says a lot about the drivers that we have here. So if you're interested, feel free to look us up. Diehard Racing League on iRacing. Feel free to apply.
All right, man. Well, listen, congratulations, man, from the pole to the checkers with 37 laps led. We'll see you next week at Kentucky. And again, man, our thoughts are with you guys, and we wish you the best, bud.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, that was our winner, Mr. Art Peck. Did a good job, man. He able to get that thing up in victory lane. That's a nice statement too, especially his wife's grandfather was a big Gordon fan, so to be able to get that paint scheme and get it on the car and then actually get the win with it, man, that's pretty cool.
Absolutely perfect. That's right.
Yeah. All right, dude. Great race, man. Let me pull up the summary real quick so we can go over. We had 34 lead changes, dude. We went 199 miles here tonight. That's a good amount of lead changes. It tells you these guys weren't just skipping around. There was a lot of racing going on here tonight. And for them to do 75 laps with no cautions, dude, is outstanding, stellar,
Absolutely, man. It's absolutely crazy, especially on Talladega.
All right, so just remember, this is Diehard Racing Leagues. This is the Flatfoot Series. They're running two series. You got the Flatfoot Series in the B car, and then you got the Clocks by Christopher Cup car in the A car. This was Talladega Super Speedway. You heard Robert Barris. If you're interested in running in a great league, and which I will definitely say these guys are a great league. If you're interested in running them, look them up on iRacing League sections, Diehard Racing League. Also, you can go to their website and their Facebook page too, and I believe you can apply there also. Great racing here tonight, man. So if you're interested, go ahead and find them and get on out here, man. Get up on the broadcast, get up in some of the action. A lot of green flag runs by these guys, just about every race that they run in, man. A lot of good drivers out here, a lot of good guys, a lot of respect. So I definitely like that. If I wasn't broadcasting, I'd be racing with them. So, matter of fact, I'm like, dude, I want to go race because I'd love to try to get my hands on one of those clocks, man, from Clocks by Christopher. He's got some great clocks there, dude. Dude, I just picked up a clock the other day. It's this big clock that's got the humidity and the temperature on it, but it's the radio control, so it gets the signal, for the time I think it's like, I don't know, every 30 seconds or every 45 seconds. I love this thing, man. So I'm definitely a clock person, so I looked at a lot of stuff that Clocks by Christopher's got on their website, and dude, man, one day I'm gonna get me a grandfather clock. I know it, but I wouldn't mind being out here. I wouldn't mind being out here fighting for one though. All right, let's pull up the results. We'll go over the results, and then we'll pack it up and get out of here and stop listening to me ramble on about how much I like clocks, man.
Sounds good to me, mate.
All right, you want to start us off?
Sounds good to me. Robert today coming home with a win, started first, finished first. Josh Stewart almost eking out first place, gets second place. We have Seth Schultz pushing Barris, coming in third. Todd Cray in fourth. Brad Speidel in fifth. Jonathan Ellardo in sixth. James Brown in seventh. Art Peck in eighth. Caleb Thompson ninth, and then Adam Matz in 10th.
And then coming home 11th is Joshua Jones. 12th will be Ron Hollyfield. 13th is Kenneth Sager. Jeff Hollingsworth 14th. Cody Franklin 15th. A lot of these guys are up here leading laps too tonight. I think the pit strategy kind of threw everybody off. Jason Mullis will finish 16th. 17th is Mike Major. Jeff Yenish will finish 18th. Jeff Wills finishes 19th. 20th is Matt Wagner. I'll finish him up. 21st is Aaron Corey. Josue Tellez, 22nd. Rob Jenkins, 23rd. Steve Yenish, 24th. Mark Jenkins, 25th. Patrick DeSaulnier, 26th. Adam Lewis, 27th. And man, what a bad night for David Camara, blowing up so early in that run. He was having a good run too, man. I think he would have been a contender here tonight. Seemed like he had a pretty decent car out there.
Yeah, a bit of bad luck happens here and there.
Yeah. All right, everybody, listen, tune in next week. We will be at Kentucky Speedway. My bad, I thought we were at Bristol. I don't know why I had Bristol on my mind, but we will be at Kentucky Speedway with Diehard Racing League in the Clocks by Christopher Cup Series in the A car. Should be a really good race there. These guys, like I said, always put on a good race. So tune in, same time, and we'll see you there. Our thoughts and our prayers go out to Robert Barris and his wife and their family on the passing of her grandfather, and glad to see Robert Barris able to get this thing in victory lane, man, and put it up there for him, knowing he was a big Gordon fan, so that's pretty cool.
Absolutely, it was a great race for him for sure.
All right, Wingy, I will see you next week.
Sounds good to me, mate.
All right, everybody, have a good night.
Peace.
Clocks by Christopher, a proud sponsor of Diehard Racing League, located at 222 Turnpike Street, Southeaston, Massachusetts, 02375. Restoration and repair of all clocks, buying and selling antique and modern clocks. Authorized Howard Miller Clock Dealer, Howard Miller, Ridgeway, and Ethan Allen Authorized Service Center. We ship all over the country. As for shipping quotes, low overhead means low prices. We give the personal service the big stores can't. Sales 508-944-9645. Service 508-944-9273. Call now. It's clocksbychristopher.com.